Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we are in the gym and I'm going to share a little bit about my fitness journey. So, if you don't know me, I'm Aaliyah Rosa and I have been lifting for 5+ years. I went from powerlifting and then into bodybuilding training. Didn't compete because now I'm pregnant. Yes, we got a baby on the way. So, today's video is all about, where I started, how it's going now, and what my plans are for the future. So come along with me. I'm hitting back and buys today, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story. So actually, when I just did my warm-up set, I was doing 10 pounds more than I thought. So I've gotten stronger. Yay. Okay, so to start, while I rest for a second, how my fitness journey even started. So I played softball starting at like age 11 and continued into high school. But while I was in high school, I played volleyball for 1 year, and the coach was really adamant about like lifting weights for explosiveness and stuff. And so he kind of taught us like how to structure a workout, how to basically set up like squats, deadlifts, power lifts, like all that stuff. So that's where I learned most of the things before getting into the gym. And especially during COVID. So I played volleyball for a year, and then COVID happened, and I decided not to continue after COVID happened, just because like at home was crazy with so many siblings and like helping them with school and everything is just too much. But so a lot of it was left up to our own, and so I kind of continued through COVID, and I was like, you know what, I kind of like this stuff. Lost like I think 35 pounds or something like that, and then the next or during COVID, during that summer, I met my husband, and so, well, my now husband, and we started to go to the gym the next year, like 11th grade, like right before it started, and we decided to go to the gym like 3 a.m. some mornings, and then we'd go to school all day, and then both of us played sports. He played football, I played softball, and then we'd have sports right after, and then it got to the point where he would even have work sometimes after. So it's kind of crazy, but we kind of got used to it. So we continued going through the rest of high school and even after, and then learning more, and eventually it just became a part of our lives, and now we can't live without it. Like, this is our space. We come all the time. I couldn't come a lot my first trimester, but now it's like, yep. Next exercise is chest supported incline rows. I've got on here dumbbells, but the truth is, with almost 7 month baby bump, I can't do the incline on the bench because my belly's in the way. So I adjust this one to where my belly fits. Yeah, that should be good. After like 2 years, so basically like after high school, we both kind of realized, me and Nathan, what we were doing was kind of just like whatever. Like, we had a split. It was like legs twice a week, chest and back. And I was still training for powerlifting. And about year 3, I got serious about it. And my PRs ended up getting like 385 on squat, 175 on bench, and then 335 on deadlift. And I stayed consistent with powerlifting and like was slowly seeing the progress and everything. But then I had health issues. So actually, after I got my 385 squat, that weekend or the next day, I was literally in the ER with kidney stones. And kidney stones don't play. And that kind of was one of the starting points of like my health issues. So I had kidney stones back and forth. And then that eventually turned into gallbladder issues over that next year. And so by year 4 of just working out and lifting weights, I realized, okay, for my health, I need to kind of swap gears. So then I got into the bodybuilding focused workouts and like nerded out, learned like all the things, started following bodybuilders that I looked up to and, seeing what their programs were. And kind of prioritized my health and wellness over lifting heavy weights, which was a big thing for me because that was like my thing. Like I loved lifting heavy weights. Like just being a strong girl is always like, a flex. And I still follow this like bodybuilding type style. So I hit legs twice a week still when I can. I am pregnant, so a lot of the movements like I do adjust. Like for example, this one's a perfect example. When usually I'd be over there on a flat bench fixing it to incline, I'm on this one because it's got a gap for my belly. And, choosing more machines over free weights just because, like, when you're pregnant, your balance can be off. And another good example is I used to do RDLs like with a straight bar, and now I do them assisted with the wall. And that's because, for one, I've had back issues in the past, and doing it one-legged with the wall assistance has helped keep the strain off my back, and also it keeps your balance too. So a lot of things into that. For the most part, I still do train pretty close to failure, like 2 to 3 reps until failure, and I increase my weights like as I go, so like kind of progressive overloading still, even while I'm pregnant. Now, in the first trimester, I did not get in the gym. I had a hip injury when as soon as I found out I was pregnant, and had to work through that first. And then now, like end of second, third, start of third, I've been consistent in the gym. If I got pregnant again with no issues, like not getting hurt or anything, I definitely probably would have been in the gym so much more, just because it helps the fatigue overall, it helps your mental health, and I needed that the first trimester because it was shocking. Next exercise is rear delt flies. You may be asking, so what's your plan after you give birth? And it's pretty soon, like 30 weeks. We got 6 to 10 weeks for real. Well, after she's born, first thing I got to do is recover. And I'm very impatient, so this will be like the hardest part for me. But I'll mainly be doing like walking and rebuilding my core, things like that, for at least the first month, I know for sure. But we'll just see when we get there. And then fast forward a few months, I'm probably going to rebuild my entire program for, kind of just things I need. I mean, with having a baby, things change. And my main priority will just be keeping my body healthy so I can continue to breastfeed. And, and that may not be doing these high intensity workouts. It may be cardio and core, and then a little bit of lifting here and there. We'll see. But then after I'm done breastfeeding, I really want to do like a 3-month cut, like hardcore cut, and then continue into like bodybuilding. And hopefully within like 2 to 3 years, I can compete and get on stage. So if you want to see that, you better subscribe, you know what I'm saying? So you can see me compete on stage one day. Okay, and the last exercises, I'm doing bicep curls. I do them this way and then also hammer curls, but I kind of do them like together. So that's what I'm about to do. And one of the last things I wanted to talk to you about is everybody's journey is different. No matter where you are in your fitness journey, just remember that it's yours. It's nobody else's. Don't compare yourself to anybody else's progress. Only compare yourself to who you were yesterday. In the video I posted on my account with Nathan and Aaliyah, you should go watch and subscribe to that channel as well. We talked about how every day is a choice. You choose who you want to be or become or work towards too. So I encourage you to wake up striving to be better than who you were yesterday, or even who you were a week or a month or a year ago. You can't reach the top of the mountain without first choosing to take a step towards it. And after you choose to start working your way towards that mountain, every day you gotta wake up and take the next step. So don't be discouraged if you don't see progress in a month or even 3 or even in a year. As long as you are taking the steps every single day, day by day, and building the habits, the results will come. That's been one of my biggest things is although I can't see what my body's doing during this pregnancy, like I can see what it's building, but I can't see like what my muscles or anything really looks like because my body fat is raised up, is I'm building habits now for when she or after she is born that I can continue to work towards. And it makes it easier in the long run. Like once you start and you just keep making that choice, it makes it easier. Things to get easier. I'm not saying it ain't going to be hard. It's always going to be hard. Every day is a choice. Just remember, if you're doing those things every single day, the results will follow. I have to keep telling myself every time I look in the mirror that, this body you see is different than anything I've ever seen before, and that's okay because we got one of the biggest blessings of our life literally on the way. And I know, like, as soon as she's born, I'm not even going to be worried about what my body looks like or how long it's going to take to get on a bodybuilding stage. I told Nathan this too. I was like, forget the bodybuilding stuff. If I can't do it in 2 years or even 3, as long as I'm providing for this baby, as long as, our family is priority, that's all that matters at the end of the day. I know my body's not going to go back to the same way it was before. I know it's going to be completely different than anything, but the main thing is just keeping my eyes on God, first of all, but also on her. And, it's like I could go in a whole nother obsession about it. I need to finish my workout. I didn't want to jump scare y'all, but I'm about to do a little pose now, see what my back looks like and junk. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in to my little video today. There is my handsome husband over here. He may flex a little bit on y'all, but don't forget that your fitness journey is yours first and foremost. And if you want to share your fitness journey in the comments, go for it. This is a safe place. I do not judge. And if somebody does, don't worry, I got y'all back. But thank you guys for tuning in. Y'all want to see if Nathan got something to say? Oh, he locked in. I'll see you guys. Oh, don't forget, like and subscribe so you'll see me tomorrow. And there's this little notification bell you can cut on so you don't miss me. But I'll see you guys. Bye. Don't forget, when you ain't got that strength, the Lord always do. Thank y'all for watching.